Hello you lot, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today I'm going to make Spanish black pudding, Morcilla de Burgos. Completely by chance, an amazing coincidence, on my Facebook page this morning it said, here's a memory from 7 years ago, and it was this photograph. That photograph is me holding a Morcilla de Burgos in Burgos itself, in front of the cathedral. That is just completely random and completely done my head in. Facebook knows an awful lot about us, but I don't know how it could have known I was going to make Morcilla today. The significance of Burgos is it's reckoned to be the best Morcilla that you can get in Spain, and yeah, that one that I got, it was sensational. You just can't imagine that something, you know, quite simple, could taste so good, but it did. Anyway, if you like this video, press like. Now, ingredients: I've got 420 grams of onion, 210 grams of lard, 210 grams of rice, and 160 ml of blood, pig's blood. And also there'll be a special seasoning mix which will make it what it should be, I hope. I've had a hard time finding a reliable recipe. There's one on a British, you know, very comprehensive sausage making site where the quantities are wrong, the ingredients don't seem right to me. So then I went and looked at a Spanish language one, the only one I could find, in fact. So that's what I'm going to do, but there's not a lot of detail. They don't specify what kind of rice. So I'm using bomba, which is the paella rice. The onions in Burgos, around Burgos, you get a kind of onion called orcal, which they claim gives it its unique taste. Might be right, might be not. Don't know. Anyway, can't get it, so just standard brown onions. And lard, that's also unusual. Normally with blood pudding recipes, the fat will be back fat, and it'll be little cubes of hard fat that you can see, whereas this will be melted into the mixture. So there we go. Also the blood, you can't get fresh blood in the UK, so I've got dried pig's blood, and I need to reconstitute that first of all. Now I'm going to pre-cook the rice, so I'll put that in a pan, and twice the volume of water. I'll bring that to the boil, put the lid on, simmer it for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to make up the blood, and it says that you need 1 part blood to 6 to 7 parts water. So, we need 160 ml altogether, so I don't quite know how that'll pan out. So there's 1 tablespoon of blood powder, and 1, 2, 6, 7 of water. So that comes to about 100 ml, and just over half tablespoon of powdered blood, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of water. Now we need to top and tail the onions and peel them. And then finally dice them. Okay, the rice is cooked, so I've drained it, and it's just sitting in cold water now. And now we need to melt the lard. So I'll just cut that into chunks so it melts more quickly. Apologies if you can hear children screaming in the background. There's about 100 kids next door because it's the first day where it hasn't been freezing cold and snow on the ground and everything. It's actually quite nice. It's almost like spring. So there. And also next door are intermittently demolishing their house. A lot of background noise today. Anyway, the spice mix, I'm making up a double quantity because some of these in this list are like 1/8 of a teaspoon, and yeah, I've got, the smallest one I've got is 1/4. So it's 4 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of pepper. I'm using white pepper because I like it, the recipe doesn't specify whether it's black or white. 2 teaspoons of ordinary paprika. and 4 teaspoons of this marvellous pimentón de la vera, which is smoked paprika, and I got it online. It's worth it. It's marvellous stuff. Now we need 4 teaspoons of oregano, 2 teaspoons of thyme, 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, and a 1/4 teaspoon of anise. Now, mixy! Right, I'm going to mix it all together. So I've actually got the bowl on the scales because this mixture should make 1 kilo, but I'm a bit unclear about how much of the rice to use. So the onions and the lard, the blood, and the rice. We're at 650 grams now, so 900, 1050. Okay, so not all of that rice. And then half of this seasoning mix. And mixy. Okay, now we need some natural hog casing to make sausages with. And I'm just going to rinse those in cold water. You can buy these online quite easily. Right, I'll cut off that much. Tied a knot in one end, and now we need to try and get the funnel in the other end. Yay! It's very hard because everything's wet and I've got these stupid gloves on. Do you know what? This is actually going to take forever. So I'm going to see if I can do it with my mincer with the sausage stuffer attachment. I didn't do that originally because I thought this would be more runny than it is, but it's fairly solid. I'm actually wondering if I've got enough blood in there. Okay, let's have another go. Let's plug it in. Alright, that's all of the mixture encased, and now I'm making it into links, or small sausages. Whenever I make any kind of sausage, I always worry me poor little socks off that they're going to burst because I overstuff them every time. I don't know how not to, but hopefully this will work. I've left a good stretch of emptiness for expansion, so we'll see. There we go, 1 dozen Morcilla de Burgos sausages. They need to be cooked in water at 80 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes. So I could do that with my sous vide immersion circulator, but I'm actually going to do it in a big frying pan, so keep an eye on them. I'm just worried about them bursting, as I said. So that's just above 80. I have to keep switching this on and off to maintain the temperature around about 80. So in we go with our morcillas. I can see blobs of orange stuff coming from I don't know where, but I'm just going to prick these. Might be too soon, I don't know. Right, 40 minutes, off you go. We're about halfway through the cooking and a couple of them have exploded, but we've got 10 that are not going to burst, I don't think. So, yeah, result. And that water, I'm not chucking that away, that's going to be a very tasty base in a soup or something. And we'll dry them off, and tomorrow we'll do a taste test. I've had 3 requests to do black pudding. I've done it before. I will do it again, the British version, but I need to study the seasoning a bit. There's something I need that I'm going to have to grow. So it's been requested by Kerry, and by Simon Wilson, and by Glyn the Gasman. Also, new Patreon superfan, John H. Thank you and welcome. now it's taste test time with Mrs. KeefCooks.
Hola, buenos días.
Hola, chica. ¿Cómo
Es una
está?
revuelta de cuál?
Revuelto de Morcilla de Burgos. Y huevos.
It's been a while since we've had to speak Spanish. Right. Now you just found a photograph yesterday, didn't you? Of you and a Morcilla de Burgos.
Yeah. So the scrambled egg, it's 3 eggs, a tablespoon of milk, half a teaspoon of salt, and cooking.
And some bits of morcilla. That really works. It's really soft and moist.
Ah, ooh, I shouldn't have put that salt on. Now, I don't know what happened, but it's very soft. The sausages, you know, they're very squidgy. So,
Really cool.
I don't know if that needs more blood or what, you know, because the blood is the...
Coagulant.
Exactly, exactly.
Doesn't that sound delicious? You know.
Very tasty. But I'm getting the seasoning from the Morcilla.
Do you know, I like this a lot.
Okay.
Better, in fact, than the sort of English black pudding you did last. I prefer this. And it's got onion. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
rice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's actually got more onion than
interesting.
anything else, which is, I think it's a bit odd. But
Oh, I really like this.
you can stay.
Oh yeah. No, I like this better than the English one, I've decided. There you go.
Vanished.
Lo mejor.
Thank you for watching, and see you next time.